Hi, Grandad John here again. A lot of people seem to like the children's poem, The Lurkers, so I thought I'd extend it a bit and add a bit more to the story. Hope you enjoy it. The Lurkers by Grandad John. They're not like a ghost, vampire or spook that come in the night when you've read a dark book. No, they're more cunning, they keep out of sight, but you know that they're about somewhere in the night. Hiding in cupboards or under the bed, filling your dreams with horror and dread. I saw one last week, what a horrible face. It was scratching and writhing all over the place. With deep sunken eyes and a razor sharp nail, a huge hairless head with skin shrunk and pale. Lucky for me, I had my old knife as I cut off its tail as it ran for its life. But I know that they're out there and may come again, waiting to spring and cause me great pain. The lurkers are many, and this may sound hard, but lock bedroom doors and be on your guard. One thing they don't like is water and soap, so keep yourself clean and don't be a dope. If you happen to see one, don't be alarmed. With a good water pistol, you'll be fully armed. Now the other night I couldn't sleep as I heard a noise downstairs. I crept out on the landing and heard my grandad saying his prayers. My grandma spoke. Don't you worry, the lurkers are about. She waved a stick, then went below. I'll chase those lurkers out. She opened up the old front door, then disappeared from sight. I ran to help, but alas too late. They took her in the night. I dressed and grabbed my torch and knife and water pistol too. I feared they'd both be handy before the night was through. In the dark street up ahead, lurkers were up to no good. They tied up Nanny and were taking her away up to Black Soul's Wood. Those woods were dark and creepy and nothing could survive, except those horrid lurkers who were very much alive. I heard the gatepost by the wood, the lurkers were ahead. I shone my torch along the path and followed where it led. I heard the lurkers fed on bones somewhere in their black cave, so I ran fast to catch them up, for Granny I must save. The woods grew blacker as I ran through trees all bent and gnarled, and horrid faces all around clawed me as they snarled. Then hearing voices up ahead, I knew I was quite close, then saw their cave just by a bog. It really was quite gross. All was quiet as I tiptoed near and poked my head about. The cave was huge and lined with moss. Then I heard my granny shout, Someone help me please, I'm far too young to die. I took a breath and charged right in. I'm coming was my cry. It caught the lurkers by surprise as I swung my knife around. Some ran in all directions where others stood their ground. A fat one jumped upon my back and dug his nails right in. I swung him round and swept my knife across his scabby chin. He hit the ground and didn't move. The others ran away. I pulled my water pistol out and gave them quite a spray. They shrieked in pain and disappeared further in their cave. It turned out that these lurkers now were really not that brave. I untied Granny, then we left, not bothering to look back. She held on to me tightly as we ran the woodland track. In half an hour we'd made it home, all safe and sane once more. Granny kissed me on the head as we locked the old front door. Those lurkers won't come back again, they're not ready for a fight. Then Granny took me in my bed and I slept all through the night. Just keep your water pistol close, that's my advice, my friend. Then those pesky lurkers won't come back. That's all for now. The end. Thank you.